Hi, hello, welcome back. Okay, so I gave a very big intro about generic things of using OBS Studio. Now let's take a look at the software itself. Okay, I showed you like how and what you see as soon as you open a OBS Studio. This is the Mac OS version of OBS Studio, and I've installed few plugins and few things. So hence my OBS Studio's view that you're looking right now could be different from what you might look when you are actually, downloading the OBS Studio from OBS project and installing it on your system, and the first view that you see might be very different from what you see here. Okay, but keeping all that aside, these are the basic things that you will always find. There will be a window. Forgive me, that's my brush. Okay, so you see this rectangle here, right? This rectangle, follow my red color mark or the brush. Okay, so that rectangle or the streaming window is the space where it's going to do the live streaming or it's going to do the recording. Yes, OBS Studio can do both. Okay, it can be a screen recording or a recording software. Okay, recording software. Okay, if you have a camera that can be fed into the computer through a capture card like Camlink or something, which can capture up to 4K, via USB. That USB should be USB 3 and it should have a blue color in it. So in that way, it can capture up to 4K 30, I believe, or 4K 60. So you might have want to check that detail, but OBS Studio can take in big cameras through capture cards. We'll take a look at that. But it's also a recording software, as in like I'm recording this screen with QuickTime software. I can record this with OBS software also, which we are going to take a look at that later. Okay, so what is the point here is like as soon as you open the OBS software, the rectangle that you see here is what is going to be recorded or streamed. Okay, so then you have something called scenes, as we spoke about the stories, scenes, shots and everything, and then you have sources, and that's all we need for now for the basics that you're going to look right here. Okay, so then you have audio mixer, scene transitions and all the controls, right? We will use whatever that is required and needed whenever that is needed for us in the explanation. Okay, so as you see, we will be looking at this rectangular space where we are going to put the content which you are going to stream or record, and we're going to use these three windows that you see as soon as you open like the OBS Studio. We're going to use the scene and the icons down here in the sources, and build something to make use of the OBS Studio either for live streaming or to record yourself. Okay, that is what we are going to do. And if you're going to look here, there are so many menu options that is there with OBS Studio. Okay, you have OBS, file edit, view, docs, profile, scene collection, tools, and help. Okay, so you have way too many options and way too many manipulative things that you can do with OBS Studio. We also need to take a look at that to understand better, but that will be a separate OBS Studio tutorial. What we are intended to do with this series or a complete single video here is to set up a scene and understand the basics of OBS Studio. We are not going to go into advanced stuff that is there with OBS Studio. We're going to set up a scene and do something basic. Okay, let's go. This the first thing we are going to do. What you are seeing here is a scene. OBS Studio will by default have one scene open. So that is the scene that you're seeing, and that scene is an empty room. It has nothing in it. So what you need to add is what you need. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the basics. I'm going to need a camera for a recording that I wanted to do. So how you add the camera? You go hit the plus button that is there in OBS Studio. It says add source. So you click add source. Okay, you go click the left button, or you go right click and add whatever that is there. Okay, it's going to add that particular thing. It's very this add button is much more respective to where you're placing your cursor inside the OBS Studio. So if I'm going to press the cursor onto the scenes and right click, it's going to have a different view. If I'm going to click the or place the cursor inside the sources and click the right click, it's going to have different menu options. Okay, so it's going to be very different. Remember, these are basics. So what I'm going to do here is, just for basics, I'm going to click use the left mouse button and click the add source here. And I'm as I intended, I wanted to add myself as you're seeing in the right top corner of this video. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I'm going to add a camera. And how do I add a camera? Is through video capture device. So this is the video capture device option. So you go and select that. So when you go here, create a new video capture device. So I have a name for that. My webcam is what we are looking through, or we are looking here through me talking to you. So I'm going to call it a Tuxer webcam. That is what the webcam I bought, and you have seen the unboxing and how I have been using it for various projects, from various videos in Krish Arts and Photography channel, and also in my skating and bicycling and everything in my personal channel as well. So you have been seeing me using this Tuxer webcam, right? It's the same webcam over here. So I want to add this webcam as an video source, video capture device. So I'm going to select OK. So you want to select the device. There are plenty of devices that could be connected to your computer. So you want to go and select that one particular device which you are actually talking about. Here, general webcam is what the default driver of Mac operating system is recognizing Tuxer webcam. Okay, so I'm going to select that. So Ola, you have my view in the scene. Okay, so this is what is going to be streamed. So you have the option as a preset. You can choose what kind of quality that you want to be streaming at, or recording this video at, or you want to record from the output of this camera. Okay, so you can choose between high, medium and low. It'll figuratively choose one of the resolutions, or you can go ahead and choose one particular resolution for recording this video. For now, I'll just choose 920 by 1080. Okay, and I'm not going to be recording. Okay, so this computer is a little bit old. Please forgive me for mentioning that once again. And OBS Studio is very highly computing or the processor demanding software. Okay, so this is completely a virtual switcher and a streaming software, or a streaming device combined together, and a recording device combined together. So without the camera and lens, you want to connect the camera and lens from the external source. So it's like that. So it will be very highly demanding with the computer power. You can already see my computer is running at 89 degrees Celsius on the top. Okay, so you see me here on the both window. So QuickTime is also accessing the same webcam, while the Tuxer webcam is being accessed by the OBS Studio. So that's what you see here. So this is the very basic setup. Anybody can do it, and you are good to go. If your audio that you are listening through your Tuxer webcam, or any other webcam that you have in your home, which you want to connect it to OBS Studio, if you are happy with it, you can straight away go ahead and start streaming or start recording the video. Okay, when you hit start recording, it will start recording the video that you see in that black screen. Okay, whatever that is there in the black screen, it will record that. Okay, in this case, it is an webcam video that is being displayed in the black screen. Okay, if not else, it will record whatever that is there in the screen. Okay, this is the very basic setup. Let's say you are not happy with the audio that is coming out of your Tuxer webcam, or you are not happy with the audio that is coming out of any other webcam that you have in your home. Forget you don't have a mirrorless camera, you don't have a DSLR camera, you don't have a dedicated teleprompter and a camera setup, or you don't have a PTZ camera or any other sophisticated camera that you want to stream with. Okay, all you have is a small webcam, but you can afford a like very affordable mic that you can connect through USB, and you can have a better audio than what you actually get from your webcam itself. Suppose you have that kind of mic. In my case, if it is visible, you might recognize this mic. This is the mono mic which I had with the plausible, like with the pop filter and all that. So that is powering this video. Okay, so I just want to have my face visible for this, so hence I'm keeping it on the above my head. It's a condenser microphone, it's not a shotgun microphone, I understand that, but my room is a little bit quieter, so it can be definitely heard, and you are hearing me in the past through this kind of setup, wherein like it's tall and you saw the interviews, right? So yeah, anyways, if you have some mic like this which is more affordable, you can go ahead and add that mic. Where will you add that mic? Okay, you want to add that mic in the same source, as in like what you're seeing here as the webcam is within that scene. Do you follow? Say like a scene is like a box that you are seeing on the front here, and this box has one webcam right now. Okay, and I wanted to add a mic. Okay, so this is scene 1, or this is the scene that you're seeing here. Okay, do you follow? So what you want to do is you want to go to the same sources and hit plus button, and this time you want to add audio input capture device. So mic is an input capture device, so you want to add audio input capture device, and I'm going to call this mono condenser microphone. But Mac OS recognizes my mono mic as a condenser microphone, the default driver, so I'm going to have to choose that. So I'm going to say that name, and I'm going to go back and hit the drop down menu from the devices over here, and you're going to take and select the USB condenser microphone, and you say OK. So now voila, you have a very good microphone which gives better audio than the Tuxer webcam that you have, or any other. Tuxer is pretty satisfactory for my use, but if you have a webcam which is considerably good as mine, okay, and you want a better audio, now you have a better audio, as in like USB condenser microphone. So this is the pretty basic kind of setup. So now I can go ahead and start streaming or start recording this video. I have video recording device or a software that is there for me available as an open source thing. I can go ahead and do that. Okay, you might ask me at this point, if OBS Studio is going to record my video, why can't I as well record my video from a separate software? As in like QuickTime itself can record a movie like this. Why don't I use a QuickTime and just record myself with the QuickTime, adding and choosing this mono mic over there, or any other USB condenser microphone that I have. So if you see in the audio mixer, the lines of the mono condenser microphone are moving, meaning it is capable of recording what I'm talking to you guys. Okay, so you might ask me, like, I can record myself with a QuickTime video, why would I need a OBS Studio software? Yes, that's a very good question. You can always record yourself locally with the QuickTime software, or any other recording software that you have, or any other, even the software that came with your webcam, you can use that. Most of the Logitech or Insta360 or OBSBot or any other Lenovo, any by default they will have some webcam software, right? In case of Mac OS, we have Photo Booth, or any other thing. You can definitely use those default things, and like you can start recording yourself, or post that video online. Okay, but why do you need or what makes OBS Studio a special one is by where you it's like you start streaming. Okay, say like I want to start streaming. So when I go and want to start streaming, okay, I can go ahead and start streaming to YouTube. As it says, I will have to enter my account settings and all that. Say like I just want to like stream it to my YouTube. Okay, so it's going to open my sub. Okay, this is Krishnan Srinivasan coming from the future. Unfortunately, due to some overheating issues, my Safari browser couldn't connect to live streaming of YouTube for right now, but it can actually. Okay, so that's what it does. So immediately when you choose, like, you want to stream it to YouTube, you always have to choose your YouTube RTMPS. Okay, so there are plenty of options to choose from. YouTube HLS means it's probably high quality, it's for 4K streaming. YouTube RTMPS is mostly for 1080p and kind of the streaming, and it can as well stream to many other platforms if you need me. But you know, you might want to give access to your Google account and it will start streaming. Okay, that is the idea. And while you are streaming to YouTube, what happens is, like, YouTube holds your video. You can't see your video any other way, and you have to go to youtube.com every time, and you have to go and watch your video. You won't have your video locally, you don't have a backup copy of that video, and you are stuck with YouTube. So if you want to have the original video that you recorded to or live streamed to YouTube, you might want to download the video from YouTube, and by which it will be either a downgraded quality, or you might want to use a different site or pay to that site to download videos from YouTube or something. It's very complicated for you. So by general, for now, like, if you have a 1080p video inside your YouTube account, and you can download it to HD ready quality, which is 1280 by 720p from YouTube. That one video which I streamed to YouTube by default, I did not have a copy for myself. I had to download that, in 1280 by 720p for myself, while I streamed it in HD, which is 920 by 1080. So that is one, drawback for that. So instead of, while you want to stream, okay, and to have a backup copy for yourself, you can go ahead and hit start recording button. Okay, when I hit start recording, okay, it's going to record this particular video for whatever time I'm recording it. For my computer cannot handle, OBS Studio, it might quit, or it might actually cause some complications for us. So what I'm trying to do is, like, I'm just trying to access the file which we just saved, so, and I'll play that for you. When I hit start recording, okay, it's going to record this particular video for whatever time I'm recording it to be in 960 and 540. So what you can do here is, when OBS Studio gives you two options, as in, like, you can stream only to whatever site you want to stream to, or you can start recording and keep the video for you in the local computer itself, or you can start streaming and you can also start recording. So your video will be streaming, and you'll have a local copy to yourself in your own computer as well. So do you follow? So when it is recorded, you can see, like, it did not record anything of OBS Studio itself. You don't see the OBS Studio window. Whatever that was seen inside the or the scene that you are seeing here, that is what is being recorded. Okay, so that is the very, very basic view of recording a live streaming through OBS Studio. Okay, so let's improvise this idea. What else we can do here? We can improvise this idea by saying, like, I don't want this video to be misused by someone else, so I'm making this video, but there is another YouTube channel. What it does is, like, it just takes my video from online, do some gimmicks, and they post it on their channel as well. So now there are two copies existing on my of my own video living in two different channels. You don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to watermark. So how am I going to watermark? I want my logo here. So what is a logo? Logo is an image. So you can have that image either with alpha or without alpha. Okay, so now this is going beyond little basics. Okay, so with alpha is something wherein, like, you only get to see the, hold on a second, let it load. There is so much complications here. I just have to move down a little bit to find the proper, yes. So this is probably my Krish Arts and Photography channel's logo. So you don't see any white around here, right? So all you can see is the black thing. So that is what is the logo itself. When I'm going to import this into my scene, like it'll import only that thing. Okay, but like my video is already dark. My video is already dark. Why would I need a dark image? I want something like brighter. So let's go and add an image. I'm going to call it logo, and I'm going to say okay. And from where I will get it, I'm going to browse through my computer's local folder. So wait for that to load. So it has taken me to one folder where I have the logo ready for this video. So I'm going to open that logo, and voila, I have my Krish Arts Photography logo here. But that logo seems to be very, very big. How would I use it? It's not possible to have this much big logo bigger than my face in the video, and it looks ugly. So what can I do? I can adjust the size of this image that is overlaying on this video. So how can I adjust this? You go hover your mouse to the corners. You can see all the mouse cursor and icons being changing here. Do you follow? Do you see that? So now what you do is go and adjust the size, as simple as that. It's going to scale down proportionately. It's not going to skew, or it's not going to scale to unwanted sizes. Now if you go hover and hold by left mouse click, you can drop that logo anywhere you want on the screen. You can even drop it on me to hide what I'm speaking. So I can put it over there, and voila, I have a logo in my screen, and I can start streaming now. But wait, I could do a little more and be a little more professional. What else I can do? I can add a watermark as in the name of a text. So I'm going to call it watermark. Okay, I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to pick another image. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look for a watermark PNG, which I already created for you. It can be an image, it can also be a text, but text is much more prominent. It doesn't have opacity controls much so far, but you can do it actually if you want. So I have the logo here. All I have to do is scale this. So let's see if I can find a place to scale this. Oh yeah, and I've got to move this. I don't know why I made it this big. Okay, so forgive me for making such a very big logo. Probably I can tell people that I can scale it even when it is big. That's why I created it. So I can just keep that logo right over here and say okay, this is Alien Kicha's channel, and he's running a YouTube channel name called Krish Arts Photography, and his screen name is Alien Kicha, or some sort of nickname was Alien Kicha, and this is my exclusive content. Okay, if you want, you can have 2 copies. You can import it 2 times and place it somewhere else. Okay, and let's see if we can add something else or do something else to this. Okay, there is color correction, there is image mask, there you can move the action, transition override, and all that, right? You can even sharpen it. I'm going to go to color correction. I'm going to call that filter as color correction. Do you follow what I did? I just right clicked on the image and I chose filters, and then I can move whatever I want and change it whatever I want. So in this case, I feel this is still brighter on this image. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce the brightness or reduce the opacity, wherein I increase the transparency of that image and say close. So that's it. Voila, that Alien Kicha image is now much more smaller. Oh, you feel no, Alien Kicha text is way too big of a thing for me. I don't have any Photoshop or any other tools. There are of course online Photoshops, free open source programs for you to image edit and do all those things, but I want to do it within OBS itself. I don't want to do it elsewhere. So what you can do is you can go ahead and add some text. Okay, so all you have to do is from this drop down menu, okay, you might want to look where you can add a text. So then you have a text called free type 2. then you go and call it, like I want to call it watermark numbers 2. Okay, and then I'm going to add the text that I want to add. Again, I want to add alien kitchen. Okay, I'm going to call it alien kitchen, and then I'm going to make it small as possible. Probably forgive, my mouse is jumping. Okay, we'll have that somewhere here. Okay, and okay, I will try to make it as small as possible. Okay, hola, you can type it and make use of just OBS Studio and create your own watermark. And as in, like, if you don't have a logo or if you don't have a text, you can still call it use your OBS Studio and use that. Okay, and this text, it can also serve as like your name. Okay, so if I want to edit this, I'm going to double click on that. I want to call it Krishnan Srinivasan. He is a fine art photographer, and he is a distance skater. Okay, so I want to have his name on my video, so I can have it. Hola, I have it straight away. So these are pretty basic things that you can do with OBS Studio, in terms of just one camera source, one watermark source, one logo, and one hidden watermark, and one name source or something you want to call it. There are different terms for everything that you're seeing here. In live streaming language, the jargon for live streaming language is very big. We have to cover it as a separate video, but I'm making this OBS Studio as of now. It's only because of FOMO, fear of missing out, as in, like, if I don't join the bandwagon of live streaming or not talk about it, I fear like it's like I'm outdated. I feel like I'm outdated. It's just me. Okay, it's not like anyone came and told me. There are plenty of topics to talk about, but I just felt like, oh, I might be feeling outdated because live streaming technology has gone far ahead actually right now. So yeah, future could be having a lot of live streaming. I told you that. So this is pretty basic. Okay, so just in case I want to cover one more thing. If you want to like reduce the opacity of the text that you're seeing here for the text that you typed, you can still do that. Okay, you can increase the opacity or decrease the opacity. You can completely do that. Okay, so just in case, if I want to change the color of the text, I'm going to select the color. Okay, I'm going to make it red. Okay, I'm going and leave it and close. So the filter is saying that it's a red color, it's going to be in red color. Okay, so yeah, as simple as that. OBS Studio is way more friendly. So now, just for a quick recap, whatever you see in the whatever you see in the window is what you get. Okay, either as a video or as a live streaming part. Okay, scene is what it is, and scene is branching into, as in like a webcam. Scene is branching into a audio source. I'm sorry, forgive me, my computer is a little slow now. And scene is going in as a branching into a logo. Scene is branching into a watermark. Scene is branching into a watermark number 2 or a name, like name of the person who is there. Like you can have scrolls and many other things. That is way ahead for broadcasting information. So now you understand, like, a scene is a container which has all these things. Okay, and I want to close this video now, okay, by saying this. OBS Studio can have as many scenes that it wants. So I can go ahead and create a scene 2 and add whatever that I wanted here. And then, like, I can switch between one scene and next scene when I am live streaming or when I am recording a video for myself with OBS Studio. Okay, I can switch between various scenes if I need me. Okay, so that is a whole different topic, and OBS Studio is a whole different world. Okay, right now I just want to stop it here. This is a pretty basics that I wanted to cover. If the video seem to be a very large thing, we will make it into a series wherein, like, I post one photo walk video and then talk about this and go ahead and finish it. Okay, something like that. Okay, for now, this basic itself might be a little too much for many people. For now, hope you understand and you got what I said. Okay, OBS Studio is very good. it's open source software. Awesome. Kudos to all the patrons who are supporting it. I couldn't support it. Hope my YouTube content get monetized and I get to support all them, all these wonderful creators like OBS Studio and many other, Wikipedia, or all that. For now, this is Alien Kitcha. Bye. We'll see you in the next chapter.